Welcome to CSN, the Network Podcast. This is your host, Kayvon Cutler, with my lovely co-hosts, Dream Nazario and Malik Hampton. How are y'all doing this evening?
I'm great, man. How are you guys?
Y'all know me, blessed and highly favored. Glad to be here on this lovely Monday of all Mondays with you guys. How you doing today, brother?
Likewise, I'm blessed and highly favored as well. You know, better now that I'm talking to you two. You know what I'm saying? It's Monday night football. Malik and I squads, we about to clash this evening. So, you know, I'm looking forward to the battle, man. You know what I mean? So let's get it, man.
I see you all San Fran'd out.
You know what I'm saying? About to start a jacket out for the OGs, you know what I'm saying? Real official apparel, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't seen this since y'all was kids, you heard? So, you know, we in here, you dig? Yeah, Lee.
Thanks.
About to lose, though.
Hey, Dre, we ain't lost a game against them in like what 730 days with like 2 full years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Hey, we're gonna see what happens tonight.
Lose and break the streak. That's sad.
Hey, don't manifest negativity on us. You know what I'm saying? This the bounce back game for us. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all put the bread on the table. What's up? What money talking, or we just talking? Huh?
He doesn't want to.
Yeah, I don't bet on my favorite teams. Quick fun.
He doesn't want to do that at all. You know, whether he did or he didn't, he wouldn't want to bet.
I don't gamble on my favorite teams. It's conflict of interest. Okay.
I heard that. I do it tonight.
I heard that. I'm not a betting person, so I wouldn't know the rules and regulations of betting. So I keep my hard-earned money in my pocket.
Facts. So
as you should.
Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Kayvon, start us off.
Let's get to it, man. Well, let's start off with West Virginia AAA high school football, man. Real quick rundown. George Washington High School beat Greenbrier East High School this past weekend, 21-7, to advance to the second round of the playoffs, the quarterfinal round. Cabell Midland High School, they beat South Charleston High School 49-12 this past Friday evening. Don't look like that, Malik. Spring Valley High School rolled past Princeton High School 56-14. And, I just wanted to highlight some of the teams that we've been talking about all year, all regular season. Huntington and G-Dub will play next. So that's going to be a tough one. And, Malik had mentioned this before.
Let's go, G-Dub.
This is a rematch, so to speak, of, a game that was played a couple weeks ago. Spring Valley will have a rematch. Spring Valley High School will have a rematch against Martinsburg High School, and they just beat them earlier in the season, 22-20. So and they beat them last year as well. Spring Valley did. So see if they can, get them 3-0. You know what I mean? Third time.
They say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row.
Especially Martinsburg. I could believe it. So, and they ain't playing the Spring Valley League. So we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's at Martinsburg.
I believe so.
Oh yeah, Martinsburg like 2 seed, right?
Mm-hmm. And hold on, no. Martinsburg ranked higher than Martinsburg got to be ranked higher than Spring Valley because they only got one.
They 100%. Yeah, that's why I said they're the 2 seed.
Yeah, so they should be straight. Yeah, we'll see. And then Cabell Midland High School, they will move on to play University. So everyone knows, South Charleston is my alma mater, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Coach Mays and all the youngins, like Mondrell and Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne led the team in receiving yards, was one of the receiving leaders in the conference, in the state, you know what I mean? He had over 1,000 this year. So shout out to the young bull, man. Year 2 is complete. I look forward to seeing how him and a few of the youngins, Trey Dunn too, see how they improve going forward. And hopefully, they can build off this pain, this hurt, this loss. You know what I mean? They were defending champions. So, hopefully next year they can bounce back. You know what I mean? Right that wrong.
Word. Malik, you got anything to say?
Nah. It's good season to SC, man. Shout out to Lil Wayne. All the youngsters, hopefully they're doing their thing, balling. Yeah, I mean, we touched on it before, but there's no need to harp on it at all. I just, we finally got to see SC play some teams.
And they got some work to do.
They got some work to do. It's not.
No hate.
But now, can we really talk about the ring and how?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But shout out to them guys. They had a good season. They went out there and fought every Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ended the season tough, man. I hate, that they ended the season on that type of losing streak. But that's why I say, you take that pain and use it to motivate you in the off season for those that's not hooping. You know what I mean? We in the right back. You know what I mean?
Right.
This week, you know what I'm saying? Give your body, time to heal, come down from some of those bumps and bruises. But in the next 2 weeks, we right back in the lab, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's when the real work starts, is the off season.
100%. So
it's a long way to go.
Long way to go. That's the only thing about football, man. When it's done, and it's a long off season. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Long.
Right. So, who still? Well, I know, Kay, you got to change your title favorite because one of your picks is now gone in South Charleston. So, who are your new title favorites?
I'm going with H-Town, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with Huntington. So, I'm gonna hold them down. Spent a lot of good times, good nights in Huntington. You know what I'm saying?
Haven't we all?
Right. Shout out to Rankin too, man. You know what I'm saying? And Kai. But yeah, hopefully they can get that.
So you got Huntington facing who? Remind us of your other pick from the other side.
I think it's gonna be Huntington.
Oh, you just Huntington and Martinsburg?
Mm-hmm.
And you think Huntington gonna come out of the way? Or no?
I think Huntington is gonna come out on top.
Okay.
I just think that defense is too stout, Malik. I think
they locking down over there.
They told you about that one game where the team only had 16 total yards in the second half. Like this, yeah. When they want to lock it in, they lock it in.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna see. Of course, Martinsburg always got the size and the speed, so it's gonna be a little different from what Huntington is, accustomed to facing down in the parts of the state. But I still think they'll fare well and beat them boys. So Huntington is my favorite.
Okay. So, Leek, you feel even more convinced about your choice now that the first round is over? You changing your lock, or are you staying where you at?
Nah, I think I had Hun and
you had Hun. I think. Hey, who you had? Hun and
I had Hun and Martinsburg, Bridgeport.
Yeah, I think so.
With them, I didn't. This is how I'm gonna say it. If Spring Valley clips Martinsburg, I got Bridgeport going to the chip. Bridgeport, right?
Yep.
Okay. What was their score?
I have to go back and check. Hold on.
Okay. I know how they used to play, so if they play anyway the same way,
Oh my gosh.
What?
How they used to play when we was in high school. We was in Bear the whole time. That was the most physical football game I've ever been in my life. That was a fight.
Triple I formation. They run and dive like every other play. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go Hun. I'm gonna go Hun Martinsburg, man, and I'm gonna take. I want Hun to win, but I'm gonna take Martinsburg just so I can be opposite of K. I'm gonna take Martinsburg.
Okay.
Martinsburg about to clip Spring Valley. They owe them one.
Bridgeport just beat Morgantown 34-7, and for the record, they are 11-0.
Okay, so okay.
Okay.
About it. Yeah, never mind. Bridgeport. I'm rolling with Bridgeport. So they go.
Okay.
Bridgeport
Northern teams.
So Leak at Bridgeport Hun, you got Martinsburg Hun. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any any updates as far as the Kennedy, anything like that? You see anybody different or anything? It just everything pretty much the same for you guys.
Nah, I still think the youngin from Cabell Midland got a good chance. Jackson Fetty, shout out to him.
Mm-hmm. You think you got to win the title to get, at least make it to the title to get the Kennedy?
No. You got to go crazy.
Yeah, it's just his numbers, you know what I'm saying? He been hooping, so I mean that'll help his case, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They probably gonna try to give it to a quarterback, but I do think you've been balling, you know what I'm saying? Reference to Jackson, so
Mm-hmm.
he was leading the MSAC in rushing, so that holds weight, you know what I mean? So we're gonna see.
Cool, that's awesome. So, with that being said, that wraps up AAA football. We're gonna move on.
Hold on. G-Dub gonna win too. Who G-Dub play? They play Cabell Midland?
No, G-Dub plays Huntington.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why that's.
Yeah, so.
All right, well, I gotta go with G-Dub. I think
I'm
going with G-Dub this week.
You going with G-Dub, so you got to change your lock.
Yeah.
You got to change your lock for the ship. So who you got in the ship?
I don't know. I still got what I got. I'm just going for G-Dub. There's no I'm rooting for G-Dub.
Hey.
Shout out to the Patriots, man. Shout out to the Patriots. All right, there we go. Transition into.
But Malik got his jersey. Which I mean, he got inducted into the Hall of Fame for football, and Dree got her jersey retired at G-Dub. So I'm just trying to let y'all know who y'all talking to real quick. You know,
Hey,
jersey hang-ups at my school, but y'all know my joint should be in the Raptors for sure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shout out to the gang for you know what I mean, holding that down.
So. Hey, this is just a side note. You know, the younger generation will always humble you. My little nephew, I spent the time with my nieces and nephews this weekend. Shout out to the family. My little nephew, he didn't even know I played basketball. He was like, "You was good at basketball?" And he asked Si, he was like, "Was she better than you?" So I like, yeah. Like, I can't even lie. Yeah. I'm like, it's crazy. They'll humble you real quick. But, hey, it is what it is. You said what?
So I was so quick. I told you about that one time we played one-on-one. I had to again and really lace up my shorts. I'm like, bruh, he too quick. I'm like, hold on, I gotta play serious. I'm like, all right, I'm lock in.
Yeah, so I was as quick as heck. That's why I wouldn't even, like, when we play one-on-one, I wouldn't even guard him up close. I'm like, you're gonna have to outshoot me or something, because you're not finna have me laid out on this ground nowhere.
He quick.
Yeah. But all right, we ready now. We're gonna move into NCAA football. No real upsets this week. We got first on the docket, we got Oklahoma. They lost to Baylor, dropped 8 spots, won the AP poll, which now takes them to 16. They were number 8. What's up?
I was saying the AP poll, they were 4th.
They were 4th?
Yeah, okay. 12 now. Let me just
12.
Check. Yep, they were 12 now.
4th, now they're 12. What you got, Lee?
I mean, isn't that? I guess it's not an upset because we've seen Oklahoma about to lose, but wasn't that an upset though? Like technically.
Technically, I think it was an upset as far as the.
Higher than Baylor.
They were ranked.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I mean.
When you talking about? No, you talking about Texas last week, where you was like they shouldn't be ranked as high as they ranked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Out there, they lost this week. But yeah, as far as Baylor and who was Baylor?
Oklahoma.
Baylor and Oklahoma. We seen that coming, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's gonna slip up somehow. I mean, I didn't really expect it to be Baylor, because Baylor's coming off of a bad loss. They just lost to TCU, who didn't have a coach. You know what I'm saying? And they were like down to their 3rd string quarterback. He had like 500 all-purpose yards on him. It was crazy. So I see that happening. but Oklahoma was going to lose. That's why they were so low in the polls. Like as far as college football playoff goes, like that's why they're not really up there for consideration. And because of previous showings. Besides that, I think the first year when they got in with Baker Mayfield, they've gotten smacked, every other college playoff.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's kind
so
of
what they were undefeated, correct?
Yeah, they were undefeated.
Oklahoma was,
yeah, prior to losing.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything to add, Kay?
Nah, man. Like we discussed last week, proof is in the pudding regarding Oklahoma. They almost lost a couple games, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like it was bound to happen. So now it's just really going to be interesting to see who comes out of that Big 12 and what the committee is going to do. The Big 12 looking like it's still kind of wide open. Normally Oklahoma's the favorite. They just got knocked off. So we're going to see, man.
Who else got a close record to them, though?
Let's see. Big 12.
It might be like Baylor.
Standings. Nah, it's actually Oklahoma, OK State.
OK State, yeah, that's right.
They both only have one L.
That is true.
Everyone
they got to play each other, though.
Yep.
So that'll get settled.
Yeah, we're going to settle that. But everybody else got at least 2 L's. Baylor is right behind them, so.
Okay. I knew Baylor was having a solid season before that fluky L last week.
I'm still shocked the Iowa State League. I just thought they was going to be better, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, we all did. That's the hype. It's always somebody that get hype and lies told out in the off season.
Word.
Well, next we got Texas running back Bijan. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Robinson is out for the rest of the season after suffering an elbow injury against their game with Kansas. That's a big L for Texas, right?
Yeah, that's their best player right there.
For sure.
Yeah, we spoke about him a couple weeks back. That's going to be a big loss for Texas. I don't have much to say about Texas outside of, I do think Coach Sarkisian is a smart offensive mind. That was our OC at Alabama, you know what I mean? But I just want to put this out there. We're 2 SEC guys. It's going to be interesting to see Texas and Oklahoma in the SEC whenever they make that transition. Oh, my goodness. So.
Man. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. That's all we're going to say. Y'all want to come big dogs.
I don't got nothing to add, though. For real. Yeah, it's a loss. Bijan is definitely one of the best running backs. If not, I probably think he's the best, but Kenneth Walker is.
I was about to say, you think you're better than him.
I
still might take Bijan, though. Bijan nice.
Yeah, he nice. But, yeah, either way, he's top 2 back in the nation for sure. But Texas has lost 4 or 5 straight games. They looking like us, that year. So
when you say us, who are you referring to?
Oh, the Florida Gators. Yeah, definitely a Florida Gator fan.
I didn't want to confuse our listeners.
It's looking bad. But we don't have to talk about that. We can move on to the next one.
All right. Let's preview some ranked games we got coming up. We got O State and Michigan State. Okay, you still sticking with your Michigan State's gets Ohio State?
Well, I was saying Michigan is going to beat O State.
Oh, you said Michigan. Okay, I thought you said Michigan State. Okay.
I do think that game is going to be good on Saturday. See, O State can score fast. You know what I'm saying? Michigan State can really pound the ball. You know what I mean, with the running game. But they're running. You just mentioned him. Walker is special. You know what I'm saying? His numbers are very similar to Derrick Henry's Heisman year numbers right now. I kid y'all not. And I do shed light on that. That's how crazy he's going. They're not really talking about it that much. I'm going to repeat it. His numbers are very, very close to Derrick Henry's, if not better, during Derrick Henry's senior year campaign. Heisman campaign. So We're gonna see what they do, man. I'm not gonna front out. If I had to choose, I probably like O State in this game, just because how quick they can score. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see, man. It's in Columbus too. So, what you think, Lee?
Yeah, I like O State, especially if it's in Columbus. They've been clicking on offense. I like their little freshman running back, Henderson, Trayvon Henderson, I think is his name. He's like that. But the receiving core is like that too. Stroud looks like he's playing a little more confident, but we shall see. Next big game they have. I feel like they can still be beaten again. Stroud could get rattled, and it could be a thing. Michigan State just got to control the game, pound the rock. They can do that like the times we've seen them do it. You know what I'm saying, here in the previous years. They might be able to pull up the upset. I don't know. I don't know if them or Michigan got a better shot. I know K like Michigan. Michigan's pass rush is very good though, so it could be them. But I like O State. It might be close though. It could be close. It could be close, or it could just be they can run them out of there. Either or.
I got you. And next up, we got number 2 Alabama versus number 25 Arkansas.
Roll Tide.
Yeah. Will it be a game? Will Arkansas give them any trouble at all?
They're gonna beat Arkansas. It doesn't matter.
They're gonna beat them bad, or they're gonna beat them?
Yeah,
they're gonna
smack them for sure.
Yeah.
Malik doesn't put much respect on Arkansas's name. You know what I'm saying? I am a little, interested in seeing how we perform defensively against their pass game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking out for at this point in the season is just how we improve defensively, because that has to improve. I mean, immediately. So, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any troubles either. Honestly, shout out to Bryce Young, man. He's clicking on all cylinders. Just want to throw this out there. He got 33 tuds and only 3 picks on the year and over 3,000 passing yards. So, and Jamison Williams, we were just talking about O State. Jamison Williams is the transfer from O State. Real quick, his numbers, he got 51 receptions for 1,028 yards and 10 receiving touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Shit. Shoot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you still like Bryce for
top
100%.
for the Heisman?
I do. And like, I'll tell you this, I know you know who John Mechie is. I didn't think his numbers would be better than John's, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was for sure going to be the go-to guy. But I mean, they're both being used. John's going to have over 1,000 yards too. But yeah, Jameson, nice, man. Shout out to.
I thought Mechie was going to be a little bit better. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
But I kind of seen that last year.
More.
I knew y'all had. I knew this wasn't like one of y'all's crazier teams coming into the year. Just solely off of that, for real. Because y'all had. Speaking of that, it's the wide receivers. Like y'all had crazy, wide receiver depth for years.
Yeah.
I've always had one guy that was the guy, And I knew Mechie was good, but he's good like as a number 2 for I truly think so. I don't know if he's the number 1 guy.
Number 1 guy.
I mean, he could be just against. It's just against, I guess, who he has to go up against.
Yeah. I can't dispute that. Can't dispute that one bit. He's solid though, for sure.
Definitely solid.
For sure. While we talking college football, shout out to the family. We know they lost, but Reek had that pick, top 10 play. So I was telling Kay, we was talking the other day. I'm like, that's a kid's dream right there. Be on ESPN top 10. Shout out to
bro.
That's fire. I didn't. I can't tell you the last time I seen Sports Center. I'm not even gonna lie. That's being real.
There's no need, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just come to CSN for y'all, you know what I mean? If you need some recap, you know what I'm saying? You want to see interviews.
Well, you know, everybody used to have cable. SportsCenter, ESPN used to be a thing. Like, I don't got cable no more. Like,
Yeah, I mean, cable is literally like no more for real. You just got streaming services. Like,
the last time I used to keep it on ESPN for real.
Gotcha.
And then when you went to
Every
school to
Friday,
it
you see the top 10 like five
5 times.
times a day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You played the mess out of
they
sports.
coming back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But the family made it top 3. He made number 3. So shout out to the fam. Y'all got anything y'all want to add?
Yeah, shout out to my Leo brother Reek, man. Love you, boy. One-headed pick. And real quick, man, that should show y'all how knowledgeable Malik is. That means he don't have cable at the crib. I mean, he's doing his own diligence and research at the crib to be knowledgeable about these topics. So I just want to throw that out there in case that went unnoticed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that's the world we live in, man.
Facts. You got to see
Shameless plug.
you won, huh?
Right. 100%. So transitioning into NFL football.
I'm back.
I'm back. First on the docket, we got Cam Newton is back. He scores 2 touchdowns. First 2 possessions. I love that for him.
Yeah, that was dope.
I love that for him.
Yeah, I mean, that was dope to see for real. Like,
Yeah.
I'll come full circle. He back in Carolina. You know, they got a big win, took advantage of no collar for the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
They still in it, technically. You know, I know.
Yeah, what they moved to 5-5, right?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like they still in it as far as their division goes. Especially with Brady and them taking L's. And
They're only 1.5 game back from
they still got a couple more games on their schedule too, you know. So yeah, I mean, if Cam could come back and like lead them to the playoffs, you know, wild card, you know, that'd be what a story.
That'd be a crazy story.
Story, you know what I'm saying?
And he's going to do it. I'm manifesting it here.
We need that for the culture.
We definitely
yeah.
For Cam, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm back. Yeah, take the 15. You know, let them know. I'm with it.
Like I'm here. Right. What you got, Kay?
Yeah, man. You know, we were talking about Cam last week on the pod. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy. You know, he was able to, you know, show that he can return to form. You know what I mean? And I read reports today that they're trying to, you know, implement him into the starting lineup as soon as possible, as soon as he can, you know, catch the learning curve on the playbook. So, and Matt Rule said, we want all of Cam, not like Cam, all of Cam. You know, if y'all know anything about Cam, not only is he superior talent and an athlete and just a freak, just how he's built, but his energy is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all saw when he scored, I don't know if y'all saw C-Mac, you know what I'm saying? Just how everyone was just celebrating around him. You know what I mean? His energy is crazy. Who wouldn't want to play with somebody like that? You know what I mean? Or coach somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I also saw him on the sidelines, you know, talking to the whole offensive group. You know, he's just a natural born leader. So I'm just happy for him. You know, Malik probably remembers that was the stadium he was in when he broke that passing record when he was a rookie. You know what I'm saying? So it's ironic that, you know, when he returned years later in that same stadium, you know what I mean? It might just be something about playing in Arizona, you know what I mean? That just brings something out of him. So I'm glad he was able to get 2 of those things yesterday, scoring once through the pass and scoring once running it. So definitely happy for Cam, man. That definitely might be the episode. I mean, the episode name for this particular podcast, man. I'm back. That was hard, man. That was hard. Off his helmet and everything, man.
Right. That was tough. He couldn't wait to get that helmet off to say that joint. Like, I'm glad he got that opportunity. What was you saying, Lee?
No, I was making fun. Like he couldn't get it off, but he only got one strap though.
Word.
Or probably all that hair.
All that hair, yeah. Yeah, I got a thought-provoking question for you guys. So how do you feel as the quarterback, the current starting quarterback? Do you just kind of you know, go with the flow, take the inevitable? Like, what's up? How do you feel? You still fighting for your job? What's up?
Talking about.
Well, to add context, she probably talking about the Panthers, correct?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Panthers, like their current quarterback.
Yeah, well, Sam Darnold is hurt, so he's
Yeah,
expected to miss the rest of the season.
yeah. But
So
they start in a QB2, I guess, technically, right?
hey, Washington, yeah. But
Yeah.
He shouldn't feel no type of way. He's a backup anyway. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm. But you finally get your chance, you know what I'm saying? And they like, nah, bro, go ahead, sit back in the back, quit playing.
I mean, you got to think about it. They're thinking about like they're still in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
gives us the best chance to
Who
win.
gives us the best chance to win? So,
And this is a business, you know what I'm saying? So
him, if I was him, I wouldn't pay no mind. I don't want that laid at my feet. Like, we still in it. They send me out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I throw it in the mud. Season goes down the drain. Like, that's not good for my resume. But I can be right here, you know what I'm saying, of service, you know, backing up, you know, the more talented guy, you know, and guy who been here before and all that, you know. Backup QB is like one of the best jobs to have in America. Sure. You never have to go there. As far as NFL-wise, professional.
Yeah, as long as your girl supports you, you know what I'm saying? Because she could be. That's you don't play, you know what I mean? But
I mean, if you bring home the chicken, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
We'll bring home millions,
but
not play.
Right.
Washington, when he arrived in Carolina, he was saying that how he wished he could have played with Cam. He wanted him as his teammate. So I don't know if he's being genuine, but if he was, it happened. So
yeah, but I don't know.
Nah, he didn't.
So he didn't play that bad Sunday either.
Nah, he didn't. He played decent.
Yeah,
he threw a pick, but
I mean,
it happens.
It happens.
Anyway, moving on. Are the Chiefs back?
Hey, for real.
We was kind of right in the motherfucker going front.
They dropping games. Everybody dropping games. They right back.
Right back. Y'all
the
messed
Chargers.
Up, man.
The Chargers really are. They're really dropping the ball. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
The Chargers had the lead. The Raiders. I mean, they got an excuse though. There's a lot going on over there. For real.
Yeah, they do. You see where old buddy? He said he's suing.
Oh yeah, Gruden is suing.
Yeah, he's suing.
So, like, it's been a bad season for the Raiders, so they kind of get a pass from me. But the Chargers should really have a stranglehold on this division, and they don't. So no, I mean not no, but yeah, the Chiefs are back. It's looking scary. They're not looking. I'll say this though, they're only back just because, like I said, everybody around them keeps losing.
Dropping games.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They're not looking very. I mean, they look good. I guess you could say last night versus the Raiders, but
as far as paper is concerned, they're back on paper because people keep. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I can't say on the field yet. You know.
I got you.
Holmes did throw a left-handed pass yesterday, so they might be back.
That's it. That's the play that made them come back.
Might be.
You got anything to add, Kay?
Yeah, I do think they're back. You know, in the standings for sure. You know, they're forced to be reckoned with in that division, but just defensively, you know, I'm still kind of on the fence about them. But you got to watch out for the Chiefs, man. Don't cancel them. Not going to LA just yet. They could very well represent the AFC. So we're gonna see. That's why I said, man, you don't want to give them any leeway. Like when you got an opportunity, you gotta, you know, take advantage. You know, and so
it's a fact.
Yeah, I don't know I have Justin Herbert on fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to call bro inconsistent because that's not what it is. It's really the defense. I thought the defense would be way better than what they've been putting on the field, putting on film.
They was playing better, but it's been bad.
Yeah. So
as of recent.
But yeah, that's all I have regarding that.
So I know we've talked about it before, but our overreaction Monday item: are the Titans legit? Like, are they legit?
The defense looking legit. If the defense can keep playing how it's playing, like, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's gonna take some Ryan Tannehill, good quarterback play.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be good and consistent game in, game out for them to be legit for real. But I think they could be.
Do you think they coming out the AFC?
No, I don't think they'll come out the AFC. I think they'll get clipped actually because of what I just said has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Happen all the way throughout the stretch. But yeah, they'll clip them, but they might clip somebody in the opening round.
Mm-hmm.
They're the number one seed in the AFC period, right?
Yep.
Right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That bye could do you justice. Derrick Henry could be back this season if y'all get that bye.
Yeah.
That bye is crucial.
Depends. If they make it to the number one seed, they definitely legit, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean I think they're legit anyway as a football team now. Are they make it out legit? I don't know.
Yeah. And I share those same exact sentiments. I do. I keep reading that Derrick Henry may be back for the playoffs potentially.
Mm-hmm.
And, we discussed last week that they still have one of the easiest remaining schedules in the league. Excuse me, they have the easiest remaining schedule.
Oh, yeah, I remember you definitely went down their schedule last week.
Mm-hmm.
So they play the Texans next week. Oh, yep. And then the following week, they play the Patriots, and then they have a bye. So, like, they could easily go into their bye 10-2. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, they still got to play the Texans again when they come out. You know what I mean? So their schedule is very favorable. But like you said, Julio just went on the IR, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to see, if Tannehill can really show why he deserved the big bucks. You know what I'm saying? We hear all the naysayers, but at the end of the day, those are excuses. That's one of the most important positions in sports. That's why they get paid the big bucks. So you got to lead us, man. Lead us to, winning a division and leading us to that playoff appearance. So
Julio stay hurt.
Yeah.
And
Is it just because he's getting older?
Definitely.
Yeah. It's his hamstring. He's been dealing with hamstring issues for the past 2 years. That's my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? That hamstring. He don't even practice like that, y'all. Which is why, they kind of had an issue winning in Atlanta. But, I mean, if your hamstring is tight, what you want him to do? You know what I mean? You want him to mess it up in practice or risk messing it up in the game. I'm sure that will take him risking it in the game. So, the hamstring, man.
So, another thought-provoking question. If you're Henry, right? So he had an ankle injury, correct?
Foot injury.
Foot. Those are like one of the hardest, toughest things to heal or injuries to heal. Do you come back if y'all make it, or do you kind of?
Hell yeah.
You save your body for the long haul.
That's a great question.
Especially if we got the bye, I'm coming back.
But if they get that bye, y'all got to think we just got done with week 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still 8 weeks left in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Plus a bye potentially. So you got 2 months plus a week. You know what I mean? To get right. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Just knowing how he is and him being the workout guru that he is, you know what I'm saying? I follow some of his training videos. I think he's gonna give it a shot.
Right.
Because they need him to. They don't need him. Let me not say that, but man, it would help them tremendously if they had him. Because now they loading the box. Now you could really play, and hopefully by then Julio would be healthy. So it's just pick your poison at that point. Him and AJ getting one-on-one coverage. What's up?
Mm-hmm. Moving on. AFC versus NFC playoff standings as of today. Who do you all have?
So just to go through it real quick, now with the season being extended in reference to the NFL season, you know, 14 teams now make it. So if the playoffs were to start today, from the AFC, you would have Tennessee number 1, Buffalo number 2, Baltimore number 3, Pittsburgh number 4, Kansas City number 5, New England number 6, and the Chargers number 7. So that's who would make it from the AFC. Then in the NFC, you would have Green Bay is number 1, even though them and Arizona have the same record, but they beat Arizona a couple weeks ago, so they own the tiebreaker. So Green Bay is number 1, Arizona is number 2, the Dallas Cowboys are number 3, Malik's Los Angeles Rams are number 4, Tampa Bay, the defending Super Bowl champions, are number 5, the New Orleans Saints are number 6, and the Carolina Panthers are number 7. So if the playoffs started today, the Carolina Panthers would be in the playoffs. So it's it gets a little shaky down there around that 7th seed, because a couple teams after the 7th seed are 4-5, 4-5, 4-6 in reference to Minnesota, Atlanta, and Philly. So it's a tight little race in that NFC. And AFC, same thing. The Chargers are 5-4, but so are the Raiders and so are the Bengals. You know what I mean? And then the teams behind the Bengals, which is Indianapolis and Cleveland and Denver, all 3 of those teams are 5-5. So it's a tight race right now as far as playoff standings. But I just wanted to educate our listeners. It did get expanded in reference to the playoffs this year. There's 14 total teams again, 17 regular season games. So, and only the number 1 seed, remember, only the number 1 seed gets the bye. Remember how it used to be, if you was the number 1 or number 2 seed, you get that bye. Now, that's no more. You got to be head honcho to get the bye week in reference to the first week of the playoffs. So that's where it currently stands. We're basically just a little past the midway point of the season. So I just wanted to update some of the listeners on, where the playoff standing stood, despite Pittsburgh early troubles and despite them tying yesterday, they're still in the playoff picture. That tie actually didn't hurt them too much. You know what I'm saying? So.
You know who I didn't hear in that list?
My Niners. Yeah, it's all good. We're going to get the dub tonight and we're going to climb right back.
So y'all need this. Y'all need this win, for real, for real.
Have to get this. This is a must win. These next 6 games are must wins. And then we can kind of, not even insinuate slack, but we have no room for error. So we have to go on a winning streak. So why not start it tonight against a division foe?
While you at it. Yeah, while you at it, just go ahead and give us a little insight on our Monday Night Football matchup.
Yeah, daggone it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you all follow me on my personal social media page, but I've been going smack at a couple of my closest friends that are Rams fans. You know what I'm saying? Malik, I'll give him his credit, but Shaq is fair weather, man. You know what I'm saying? He only claimed the Rams when it's convenient. You know what I mean? But regardless of the fact, we getting that dub tonight. They haven't beat us in 2 years, like I stated at the beginning of the episode. We getting guys back healthy. George Kittle's back. You know what I'm saying? I know they just signed Odell, but who gonna guard George Kittle? You know what I'm saying? So I like our chances, man. We gonna see what happens.
What you got, Kat? Lee.
We should win. I don't know about how much. It should be a nice little handly victory, I think, but the Odell project, we're gonna see what it's like. He just became more important because Robert Woods tore his ACL in practice. Ironically, the day he got signed. So he just got more important. His role just got more important. So I'm anxious to see how they get him in the offense and see what McVay schemes up. But other than that, I'm not worried about it, man. I'm ready to watch the game. I know we'll beat these guys. We haven't beat them in a couple, so we own one. So this is the one. For sure.
No.
Wishful thinking, you know what I'm saying? But
for sure.
Like I said, man, we got to get this one. It's No ifs, ands, buts about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's either win or go home for us. We got to treat this like a playoff game. Like, we got to climb back up. You know what I'm saying? So,
got to figure that joint out.
Top 10 defense despite the injuries, too. Let me throw out there. You know, the offense is real cute. You know what I'm saying? I like what Cooper Kupp is doing. I got him in fantasy in my other league. But we got that on lock tonight, man. We got to. You know what I'm saying? Josh Norman, he already used to intimidate OBJ before. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm playing. Let me stop. But,
no way.
You should see League's face. He like, what?
Josh Norman.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to Josh, though, man. Hopefully he handles business tonight. But, yeah, it should be a good game, man. I still got the Niners coming out on top. Hopefully we beat them like 29-10. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't want to give like any favorable score predictions. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it close at all. Now, realistically,
weird.
Realistically, I see us getting like 29. It could be like 29-20 or something like that.
Why 29, 21?
It is, but we kick a lot of field goals, though, man.
I don't see it.
Anything else to add, fellas, in regards to NFL football? I just sounded real country saying that NFL football.
31-16 or something like that.
That's your score?
Yeah.
That's your prediction? He's saying, y'all both saying y'all going to smack. Well, Leaks was a little more disrespectful.
That's what I'm saying. At least I gave a realistic number. They haven't beat us in 2 years. You know, he's so confident.
I gave a realistic
moves
number.
They've been making.
I gave realistic. 16.
He's a little disrespectful in that. But moving on, we'll hop right into the NBA, man. We got Wizards and the Nets at the top of the Eastern standings. Do the Nets need Kyrie? My answer is yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you, Trey. To win it, yeah.
To win it, y'all think they need Kyrie?
Yeah.
Yes.
They definitely need Kyrie.
I respectfully disagree with y'all.
Why so? I don't think they
think they have enough firepower to do so.
No, they don't. They just got.
Because y'all got to think, right? Real quick. They still got LaMarcus Aldridge.
We're not talking like we can just go on to the next topic if we're gonna start talking about.
That's a solid player. You ain't let me finish.
Talking about LaMarcus Aldridge.
They got solid role players like LaMarcus Aldridge. You know what I mean? Like the bull that can shoot. I can't think of his name off top.
Joe Harris.
Yes. You know, Blake is a solid role player. Then you got Durant leading the league in scoring. You know what I'm saying? James Harden, we already know what he could do. One of the best shooting guards that came through the league. You know what I mean? He's still not better than D Wade.
Ain't proved it in the playoffs yet. Bro, Durant is leading the league in scoring, leading the league in field goals made, and not even in top 10 of field goals attempted. Like, it's super efficient. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said, like, y'all don't think they can make it out without reason?
Nah, because the Heat look good. They can't stop Giannis. Nobody on the team can guard Giannis at all.
That's the thing. They ain't gonna really be able to guard anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not as easy as you think it's gonna be.
Yeah. Because then even in the playoffs,
it's a problem.
In the playoffs, you gotta really beat a team because you playing them multiple times. So once people start taking away KD, I mean, obviously KD is KD, so he gonna get his, but it's like, yeah, I think they need at least one more consistent score.
Yep, if they had Kyrie, it'd be scary.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The Wizards, though. That's
It don't matter, Dree. Talk about that.
Okay. All right. Let's move on.
It's early. I just wanted to.
I'm like, hold on. The Wizards.
Remember last week it was Philly and the Heat that was 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Remember?
But it's early. You know, the NBA, they play a lot of games, so it's gonna shuffle. It's gonna shuffle a lot for a little bit. It's still like mid-season.
playoff contender, not a championship contender, but a playoff contender in reference to Washington.
Didn't they make it last year? Or did they make it to the play-in last year?
They made it to the play-in.
Yeah, they made it to the play-in.
So I mean, that's borderline playoff team. Anybody can be borderline playoff team. If you get to the play-in game, if you think about it.
No, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're a play-in contender. Put it that way, they can be a play-in contender. We gotta
Thanks. Hey, while we talking about KD and James, right? Did y'all know Serge Ibaka was in the G League?
Is he?
Is he?
Something happened.
Yes. He's in the G League. I saw a game the other day. Who was playing? Harry Giles. I was watching Harry Giles play, and I'm pretty sure they're on the same team.
In the G League.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Harry a lot, actually. I like his game, but for whatever reason, it just don't.
G League kind of turned. He got.
You remember Giles from back when you was in school?
Mm-hmm.
He was the man, Dre.
Yeah, he's nice. I like his game.
He was the man. I know, bro. Remember, because like it's crazy just how the NBA is. Because he was the man when he was in high school. Like,
right.
He recruited. Like,
yeah.
I thought he should have stayed another year, but of course, I never.
And that might be what it was. Just he needed that extra year of college for somebody to really be sold on him. Because it's all politics at the end of the day.
Bro had to go bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
I don't knock nobody, but I think he got hurt his freshman campaign.
He did. He didn't even get to play the whole season, and then declared.
We gotta go get the bag. I'm still going. Hurry, give me the bag.
Right. Facts. But yeah, Serge Ibaka he is now in the G League. So my question: if you're Serge, do you go to the G League or do you just go back overseas and play? Go back home and play.
I mean, we don't know what his home life is like. He might have some
compensation. Yeah, the compensation is probably better in the G League.
Foundation.
You think?
Maybe.
He don't even know. He just playing.
I mean, that too. Like he probably already made his bread, so he just.
He don't need. He just.
I just feel like he's an NBA champion, though, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It just
he played a major role on that Raptors team.
Yeah, I'm like, it was just surprising to me to see him on the G League. They could at least did him like they did Haslam, keep him as a vet on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah, we have to check the analytics on that because I'm just trying to think off the eye test. I don't see him getting demoted, but analytics though, if the analytics ain't right,
was he injured? Is he coming back from injury or something? It could be something.
I don't know, but when I seen him, I'm like, is that Serge Ibaka? And I'm like, sure enough, that's Serge Ibaka, huh? Is I don't know. I don't know what that was about, but anyway, back on track. Your boy Clay K. He's set to come back before Christmas.
December 20th. Yeah.
Shout out to Clay.
Can't
wait to see him play.
Speaking of, one of the Splash Bros, I was just thinking about this and I got it up. It hasn't been highlighted enough, in my opinion, Malik and Dre, how now he doesn't have the regular season record for total three-pointers made, but he's very close. But Steph now has the most total three-pointers made in NBA history, as he recently beat out Ray Allen. And he did so in 886 games, where Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, just to give y'all feedback, the total games that they played to reach those numbers was Ray Allen was 1,471 and Reggie Miller was 1,533 games. Mm-hmm. Steph has broke the total record for three-pointers made again in the playoffs and the regular season total in just 886 games. He did that in 886 games. Mm-hmm. Has 36 games where he's hit 9 three-pointers or more. Like, it's just insane. Like,
it's tough.
The type of shit.
Yeah. You think about it, though. They're, especially with Ray and Reggie, they were different players earlier in their career. Like they weren't just spot up shooters like they were later in their career, like how when we watched them, they were mostly spot up shooters. They were more so like, I guess if you want to call them combo guards, they did a lot of other different things as far as three-pointer has gone. But Steph has changed the game, and he's made it, a three-point show. So he gonna put him up. I'd be interested to see what you said the attempts was. He did it in 800 and something shot.
886 games.
886 games. I would be interested to see what the shot, like how many 3-pointers versus the other two he shot, like the shot attempts. What that looks like.
That would be a good stat to find.
Oh, he's probably shot.
Definitely
way
shot
more.
Yeah, it's a different era. But he's way more efficient than them, though. His percentage as far as from the three is higher. Now you may credit that to volume, but I think he's one of the best, 3-point shooters. Efficient wise, he's the greatest shooter of all time. But efficient wise, he's also one of the best efficient shooters that's ever played in our league. The only year he shot under 40% from the three, y'all, was that year that he barely played, where he only played 5 games that year. The league went to the bubble. That was the only time in his career, believe it or not, y'all, where he shot under 40% from the three. So that means rookie year, sophomore slump, quote unquote, 40 and up all the way through.
No, yeah, like I said, he definitely changed the game for sure. Yeah. So shout out to Steph.
I feel like, and I just want to say this on here. I've never said this out loud before, but I feel like Steph made it more, comfortable for players like Damian Lillard, players like, Trae
smaller guard,
to be, just to shoot from where they shoot from, to shoot as much as they shoot, from the three. I feel like of course he changed the game, but he made it more comfortable for other notable point guards to be like, oh, he pulling from there. Yeah. I'm about to try my hand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he just made it cool because, you shoot from there, but, your coach said you better make it. If you don't shoot it, you better make it. And motherfuckers making it, so.
Yeah. Because I know y'all seen that clip the other week where Shea, LeBron, it was somebody else, like that same week they was taking threes from the logo, like in game, like it wasn't like a circumstantial thing, like they just shot it from the logo, smacked it. So I'm like, man, like Steph got everybody pulling from everywhere, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to highlight that real quick. I didn't feel like that was getting enough coverage. Again, I know it's going to really blow when he, has the record for the total 3-pointers made in the regular season, because he already got that record for the playoffs, so, but I did want to throw that out there, as it stands, as far as total 3-pointers made, he is the head honcho, man. So shout out to Steph, man. And shout out to Talen Horton-Tucker too, man, because we don't have anything else on the docket. But I've been telling Malik about the young bull. He started yesterday for Kent Bazemore. Kent Bazemore didn't even play. Coach Vogel said, he didn't deem it necessary for him to play since THT was in the rotation. But I know he also probably did that because we're having a back-to-back because we have another game tonight. You know what I'm saying? But he had 17. That's another playmaker, another guy that could, create his own shot. I just feel like that helps LeBron and Russ out there on the wings, you know what I'm saying, to have a guy that, can get his own bucket, that could drive, that could shoot. So, like I said, I've been telling the homies about Talen Horton-Tucker all summer, you know what I mean? So I'm just, I'm glad to see he's back and, hopefully he continues to start. So.
Shout out to the Lakers. You think who y'all got tonight?
The Bulls.
Should be a good game.
Yeah. Listed is day to day. I can't wait for him to come back. We play the Bucks next, so hopefully he'll be back for the Bucks game. But yeah, we're gonna see. Shout out to DeMar DeRozan. I just read something somewhere where he said this is his first game in LA without his father. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely somebody I wanted to come to the Lakers for years. But
I wanted y'all to grab him. I wonder what happened. You think he wanted too much bread or something? No, he said he would have took a pay cut.
I think when we got Russ, it would have just made it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I'm like, it may not have been the best fit just due to spacing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like he was like literally begging to come to the Lakers,
Yeah,
low key.
he was. But yeah, you know, you got what they say, styles make fights in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So in this
Mm-hmm.
case, just your style of play, it has to correlate with everybody. And, I do think he's a great facilitator. Great scorer, but he's a mid-range cup guy. Like he doesn't shoot threes. Y'all heard him in all the smoke podcasts. Like he doesn't shoot threes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it would have been nice to grab him, but we didn't. So, but I do like his situation with the Bulls. Him and what's his name?
Levine.
Levine,
Zach.
20 plus.
Yeah, they balling over there.
Quick fun fact: they broke a record for teammates that scored 20 plus in their first 7 games, and the only other duo that was able to do that, it wasn't Shaq and Kobe. To my surprise, it was MJ and Pippen.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That other Bulls tandem. And speaking of Pippen, what's going on with Cuz?
Yeah, real quick.
Telling the truth, man.
He telling his truths, man. Rhea and I was kind of going back and forth talking about him on Twitter last week. I don't know what he's doing, but I know he's trying to market his book. You know what I'm saying? But after watching The Last Dance, I definitely, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I understand where he coming from. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. Like, but like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a time and a place for everything. Huh?
You're not gonna change the narrative. Like,
yeah,
everyone. Michael Jordan's still gonna be Michael Jordan, no matter what I got to say.
Yeah, people don't care.
Right. Yeah, so I feel like
I feel him though. Like,
if you watch the documentary from a neutral perspective, you feel all of his teammates. There's no way. He's very different than what I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay.
No, but
he's competitive, so that's respect. Nah.
But even still, though, like Scotty did there's different things that go into making a documentary and all of that stuff. But I'm saying he sat down and did the joint, with them. So I mean, I get it. It was COVID too, so everybody in different spaces, and they might have told him one thing and did another as far as the final cut went. So I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I really don't like people running to the masses because, like you said, it's not gonna change anything. You know what I'm saying?
But I think he just, because he should be appreciated. I'm not one of them youngins that disrespect Scottie Pippen. I really like the game. I went back and watched his highlights after that documentary.
Yeah.
I'm cool with Scottie 100.
I feel like most people did respect Scottie though, but it seemed like he want to be the number one though. He wanted to be Scottie and then MJ.
Yeah. I think a lot of people in our generation, you know what I'm saying, they be clowning Scottie. I think our OGs, our big homies, you know what I mean, that remember Scottie, they, accept him for what he was and they noticed the talent he was, you know what I'm saying? And I think to MJ's credit, he acknowledged it in the documentary a little bit, but I would have liked to see him harp on it a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Because he did play a vital role, still one of the best defensive small forwards in the league. You know what I mean? He was a playmaker, you know what I'm saying? And people try to clown him like there's different type of scorers, and you know that, Dree. There's different type of scorers when it comes to hoop. Not everybody's going average 27 to 30 like Kobe and Mike, you know what I'm saying, or LeBron. You could still be a scorer averaging 20 plus, which Scottie was doing, you know what I'm saying? It may not have been high 20s, but you still can be a bucket, you know what I'm saying? So
I want to correct you too. I don't think it's our generation. I think it's the generation after us because, it's what are we, Gen Z? No, we're millennials. There's Gen Z and all them other folks that's under us that probably don't appreciate Scottie, and they make clowning him too about his son and his ex-wife and all that stuff. So.
Shout out to all of our moms, man. Real talk. We appreciate how y'all be holding us down because we see these parents don't be caring sometimes, man. You know what I mean?
It can get ugly out here.
So shout out to all our moms, real talk. you know, for being the women that y'all are, you know what I'm saying? Not embarrassing y'all's babies out here. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Real talk. Some of y'all need to
Facts.
get it together. Straight up.
Right. That's all I got though.
Yeah, man. You know, not to wrap it up too quick, but Leak and I about to take off, watch this Monday night football game, you know what I'm saying, before he had to take it in for work tomorrow. So, you know, Dre, we love you. You know what I'm saying? As always, we appreciate y'all support. Please continue to comment, like, subscribe, and share our content. Again, you can find us on Apple, Spotify, Google, YouTube. We're on all major streaming platforms at CSN, the Network Podcast. CSN, the Network Podcast, man. This is your boy K. I'm with Dre, Lake City, and we out, man. We appreciate y'all.
Y'all.